Hello and welcome to Conversations here on NTA Network. My name is Nike. I have some fantastic people in the house. We have a fantastic topic for you today. We'll start with the lady on my right.
My name is Enobong Robin and I'm here to learn.
Okay.
My name is Francis Daniel Okumagba, a wealth coach.
Okay.
My name is Silas Nuhu, a software engineer.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Thank you all for coming. Our topic today is the get rich quick syndrome that seems to have enveloped the entire nation. I know we all have our different views on it, but we'll get to the streets and hear what people have to say about the topic. Get rich quick syndrome in the conversation room. We'll be right back.
I can't kidnap for money. I can't steal as an armed robbery for money. And I think that's all. I can do other things for money. Yeah.
I can't really afford to put my hands in things that will spoil my integrity because of money. It's very important that money is good actually, but there are things which are not necessary for me to do. Number one, I can't steal for money. I can't kidnap. I can't go into kidnapping for money. I can't lie. I can't even go into prostitution for money. And there are so many daily things I cannot do for money. But things I can do business and which are genuine and decent for money.
There are a lot of things I cannot do to get money. I cannot steal. I can't kidnap to get money. I cannot, I can't do. There are a lot of things that law prohibits not to do. Imagine you kidnap. They catch you, you won't enjoy the money, they will kill you, and they will seize the money from you. And if you steal, there are a lot of things. But, as a sales representative, what I can do to get money is to focus on my job. I think you understand my point. If you focus on your job, even if you are selling pure water, anything you are selling to get money, and you concentrate on that thing, you will get.
I know I can do a lot of things to be able to make it. I know that they will not be criminally inclined, but I can do a lot of things to make it. I can go in for skills, I can walk, I can use my hands also to create things, just to make money.
Anything that entails money, business, even if it's to raise someone from, even if it's to okay, let me give you an instance. Some people travel to the diaspora to go and make money. You don't know what they do there, the kind of business they do there. Some people end up in the mortuary, they watch dead bodies and they make money. Even the white thing, Maybe you know what I mean, but I can't mention the name, and that's just it.
Actually, I can become a ritualist to make money.
Okay, what can I do? For money? Well, I'm an event planner, so I can plan events for money. Your wedding, your engagement, whatever, I can plan it for money. What can I do? I can do manual labor for money. Like, construction sites, break, carry stuff. I can hawk. Forget the fine face. I can hawk for money if it's necessary. What else? What else can I do for money? Yeah. Okay, I can slap someone for money, I can beat someone for money, I can steal it, I guess I can't kill my mother for money. Yeah, I can't kill my mother for money. I love my mom a lot, she has sacrificed a lot for me, so I can't kill my mother because of money. Any other person is disposable. Really? It's money!
As a youth, you cannot steal or go and do blood money. What you can do as a youth is to determine the focus, either learn a work, handwork, to focus, have a freedom, then open a shop, then set a shop, then start your work. God will bless you from there.
So that's it. Everyone wants to get rich quick and they don't want to go through the ranks or go through the different levels before they actually get a whole lot of money. That seems to be the Nigeria that we live in right now. Mr. Francis, what are your thoughts on that? Get rich quick, yes or no?
Nigerians are intelligent, they're very industrious, and they have everything you need to succeed. The problem we have starts from the home. The parents, the expectation of the parents, society, and what government is doing. And this has created a culture today that is shocking everybody. Everybody wants to make money overnight. Because to start life, you need to have some basic things. And those basic things are not available because the basic salaries that people earn cannot give them a decent home, cannot make them get married. They cannot make them live with society, because what happens in society is something that everybody tends to emulate for role models who they see as leaders. So today we have a challenge in Nigeria of people wanting to make money overnight so they can actually meet up with society.
Yeah, and the internet seems to have helped this whole trend of wanting to get rich quick. I know you're a software engineer, Nuhu, and you've worked very well with people who use the internet to make money. Now, there are people that make money using the right channels. Then there are the other ones that we all know that don't use the right channels. I almost fell victim to it some weeks ago. Some guy called me and said, no, there was something you did on your account. We want to change it. This is it. I have twins at home, so I wasn't concentrating on the phone call so much. Usually I have my guard up, but I didn't have it up at that point in time. And I was like, customer service, why are you calling at this time? Haven't you closed? He said, no, we're still, and he kept on tele-guiding me on what to do. I said, okay, there's been, I have a number that ends with 81. Can you read it out? I read it out. And they said, okay, there's a text that has been sent to that phone. Could you tell me what code was? It starts with a G. And I picked it. I realized he was trying to hack into my Gmail. Yeah. All he'd done everything else. He needed the code. I first took a break and I went ballistic on him. Like, are you serious? Crazy? Are you really? Are you crazy? And you know, there are some people that fall victim to that just like that, and they're well-meaning Nigerians, but these guys and girls are out there trying to get rich quick, using other people's, you know, playing on our ignorance, playing on our vulnerability, and it's not fair. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, my own thoughts, I just think like when God created every human being, he puts a talent in you, and it's now your responsibility to build that talent to something. If you don't build it, you only have yourself to blame. So, talking about what you just said right now, what I think, like, Nigerian people are really very intelligent. Yeah. They're very smart and intelligent, but it's just like they don't like finishing things. I believe in what you said a while ago. They don't like finishing things, they don't have that resilience and everything. Then that keeps them on the fast lane, and before you know it, they start thinking of going the devious way, trying to get things done, and before you know it, they start learning the internet way of getting rich quick, but in the opposite way. Instead of taking the time, because making it in life in the right direction really takes time. It takes pain, it takes all the whole things that is required for you to really make things in the right way, but nobody wants to do that.
If you're going to make money out of your salary, you're going to sit down, you're going to plan, you're going to follow the process, due process, time. Everything will be fine. Everything will, but I know that there's so many Nigerians out there who may have not recovered from the shock of last year, first quarter of last year. Yeah. I have recovered because I'm still working, I'm still earning salary, but
let's take the foundation to this problem. Nigeria was not like this before. We have very, very good culture and norms that we're brought up with. Yeah. Where did we go wrong? It wasn't like this. In our time, when we were growing up, we had role models who we looked up to, and everybody wanted to succeed, looking at the people that were succeeding. Yes. All of a sudden, we got into a situation where we had leaders who started making money
and
without showing what they were doing. Yeah. They started taking the right space in society, and they were being applauded. If you go to my local government, the people they give chieftaincy title are people that don't have character. The people that are in government, a lot of them don't have character. They don't have what it takes. So you have a situation where we're actually giving attention to wrong values. And today it has become a bug everywhere. You live in a family. You see a young lady who is in school, and it comes back with a phone that is 250,000.
Who gave you?
and the parents don't say anything.
You
live in an environment where a lady goes out, carries a bag of 250,000 naira, and the father does not earn 30,000 naira a month, and they applaud that lady. So the family values change.
Yeah.
People will see their children go abroad, do prostitution, not knowing what they are doing. They come back and build a house, and they applaud them. Then you go into society, you see politicians, they drive big cars. Those who cannot speak good English, because they become touts and all that, they become SAs and PAs to politicians.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all that people look up to are people who are not doing anything. So people lost their originality. But I want to also tell you that the population of people that are doing these Ponzi schemes and doing all this get rich quick is not up to 30%. Don't generalize in Nigeria that Nigerians are all looking at how they can get rich overnight. It's not up to 30% of the population. The majority of the people, what they need is enlightenment and reorientation.
Yes.
Yes, we have a lot of values now. People are trying to make it happen so fast. Why will they not try to make it happen so fast? When a graduate who leaves university today cannot start life, because he has to create a local government for himself, a house that he cannot rent, because the rents are paid yearly instead of monthly, like you have in civilized environment. He has to get married. He's going to start a salary with about 18,000 to 30,000 naira. Cannot even take transport to where he works. And you say they should not look at how they can make money fast. Cannot get married. The marriage age when our parents were growing up was between 16 years and 25 years.
Oh, God.
Today, the marriage age is between 25 and 50. And people are not getting married.
Wow.
Because to get married, you need over 1 million naira. How can somebody who is earning 18 to 30,000 naira get married? And you say they shouldn't look at how they can get money fast? How can somebody rent a decent home as a graduate? How do you want them to cope with all these things? And our government is looking at the global picture. They are not creating an enabling environment to make this happen and make more people get oriented into doing things that can create value for them. The fundamental is that everybody, the home, the society, the government, needs to come together and do some reorientation in our people. Stop giving credence to people who don't have values, who are in leadership. Take them out. Parents, go back to the drawing board and look at yourself. If you create monsters in your children today, a lady who is carrying a bag of 250,000 naira probably will not get a husband to marry that earns 30,000 naira. Look at the values we are creating.
Not likely.
And at the end of the day, we have a lot of ladies who are 40, 45 today, no marriage, because their values change. The sugar daddies who were giving them money were already married. They couldn't attract the young boys because they became very, very mighty in the eyes of the young boys. So we have a fundamental problem that we need to create. It is not just the get-rich syndrome. It is a bug that has come into Nigeria that we need to do something about. And it starts from the leadership style.
So you have missed a particular point from what you've said. Social media has also helped to amplify these things that he's talking about.
Of course.
Because everything now is more beautiful on social media. Everything is greener on social media. So someone, you see, somebody who is in universities basically also spraying money in club. Madam, what's going on? You know, you're traveling abroad, you're taking vacations, your parents are still in the village, which I know they can't afford, but because you're posting these pictures on social media, however you got your wealth or whatever it is you think you have, doesn't matter. But people, the younger ones who are just joining, want to be like you. It is appalling. It is strange. But the thing is that Nike, so we are blessed to have him in the house, both of them. So they're going to tell us how to, you know, how to get out of this syndrome.
I have a question for Silas, but please, I know you have something that you've been wanting to say.
You know, when you were talking, it's your topic or your conversation took me to memory lane. If look at the implications of doing or getting rich quick, or the implications of making it in life in the negative side. Like I said a while ago, only you is responsible for whatever thing that you end up with. Nobody is there to help you. You're the only one that is there to advise yourself. Now look at it. You came to this world, you have a gifts and talent. Who says that you must go to the university? Who says that after the university you start going around to spread your CVs to EFCC, FRS just to get a job and all those things? You just come back to yourself. What is your talent? What is your gift? What is that thing that I know how to do well? Look for it. I remember those days when we were growing up. We grew up in a family that is really very poor, even though all our uncles were rich and all those things. But it's just like, let me just say, I just thank God the way he brought me. I used to take a kind of, take a piece of paper, write down what you want to be in life. Regardless of the economic situation in Nigeria, regardless of whether your father has failed, your mother has failed, and anything, look at your life, look at the direction, pick up something, go and put yourself into a particular line of trade. I've been sleeping in the studio, in cyber cafe those days. There's a day I even fainted in a cafe.
Really?
Because I was learning how to hack.
Wow.
Hack Yahoo mails, hack this, hack that, just trying to acquire that knowledge so that I will have something to be recognized with.
Okay.
Just like when you say, I remember those days when we used to ask, when we used to go for visa interview, they said, what is your name? It took me years to be able to understand that question, what is your name? My name is Silas, yes. The real answer is, what is attributed to you? Okay,
what are you known for?
What are you known for? My name is Silas, I'm a software engineer, so that is my name. The software engineer now is my name. It took me years to learn coding and all those things to become my name as a software engineer. And now, whether the economy is crumbling down, whether this or that, I have the internet as an escape route.
Okay.
Now, instead of using the internet in the negative way, I use it in the right way.
So Silas, are you a classic example of a bad boy that turned good?
No, a curious boy that discovers a lot of things.
Okay.
That was bad but chose to follow the right direction.
Okay.
Just because of...
You took some wrong turns, but you knew you were heading to the right direction. But
I took some wrong turn ignorantly and you were heading to the right direction.
I've always wanted to know, back to the get-rich-quick schemes, there's one that involves Forex trading online and things like that. Is that legal? Because I remember my friend's kid brother doing stuff like that online, and she was like, oh, he's making a lot of money, you know, Forex and everything. There were lots of lines and stuff I didn't understand, but I've always wondered if that's actually a legal process.
I think let me address this issue of this Forex. Okay. From the cyber security point of view.
Yes.
Do you know that that's what we call reverse engineering?
Okay.
Reverse engineering is a situation whereby you have a compiled software. You know, softwares are built after you write codes, and you compile them to now become a usable application. Okay. So when you want to do the reverse engineering, that means you are hacking the software to manipulate it. Okay. Forex is not really as it is. Right. To me, it's a gambling. Okay. I'm not saying that, okay, if you're good in it, that means you're good in gambling. Remember those days when our fathers used to go to one little hut and just do pull. This number. You just sit down and be doing this thing. You see them from morning till night. Forex is just the advanced stage of that. You can't determine anything. Some guys are there behind manipulating figures. They have the software, they control the data that comes in for people to use. They know the beginning, they know the end from the beginning, they know everything. So why would you want to gamble your life in that kind of thing? Why not just pick up something from your passion, see it grow from the ground, and take it somewhere?
You see, I would like to change the focus of this discussion to something that will benefit more Nigerians than us focus on the bad eggs. Because the bad eggs are very few. The majority of the people are people who are helpless, who see the vices and all that, and they don't want to be part of it. They want to really do something that can actually earn them something. How do we reposition them in such a way that they will know that money flows in the streets of Nigeria? They don't need 1 naira to start any business, and they can double any volume of business they're into. For example, the vice that we have can be sorted out. All we need to do is reorientate parents to make them know that they should not accommodate what they know is not right. Don't accommodate a child who brings something home that is not what you gave to her. Don't accommodate a lady who is going out to go out with a sugar daddy who comes back with a bag of 250,000 and destroy that bag. Don't allow her use it.
This 250,000
when we start the discipline from home of telling the parents to inculcate discipline in their families, we have started changing the cost of this get rich quick.
Yes, yes.
Now, the security agencies are there to curtail and stop all these vices. You can't see somebody dishing out money and spraying money in a party who is not working, and you are there and you are accommodated. Arrest that person and find out what he's doing that gives him that money. If you stay in a neighborhood where you see some people doing things that you know cannot be earned properly, blow the whistle. Let the whistle blowing go around in everybody. If we start getting the police get involved in all our local societies, and they know the bad boys, the good boys, and the boys that are not good. Don't allow the 30% affect the generality and our name generally. The get rich syndrome is operated by a few. Arrest them. This EFCC, there's in account for
instance. That's the challenge, arresting them.
Arresting them.
Because of the internet, it's very hard to track these people.
It is not hard.
You've worked in these scenarios. It's hard.
For example, we have the BVN now. We have a lot of things that have been put in place. The security agencies can actually monitor cash flows in society.
Are they equipped to do that?
They are equipped to do it. They can actually monitor the volumes of money that are moving from bank to bank. They can arrest it from there. There are reports that banks give to security agencies on movement of money. So if you see fraud money and drug money moving around, it's easy to pick. And society generally, they see the back. In England, for instance, if you do something that is untoward, your neighbor will just call the police. I suspect something is going on.
Yes.
Let's start doing that to arrest these vices that we're talking about. Then leadership, we are getting into elections again. Don't vote for people you know don't have anything to offer. Don't vote for people that will give you money and keep you money to take and buy your conscience. Take the money and vote right. So we can vote out all these leaders that we have that are creating role models for the young people who mislead them and make them feel that you don't need to work to make money.
Yeah.
But I tell the general public that money flows in the streets of Nigeria. They don't need 1 naira to start a business. And anything you have, what you need to succeed is around you. All you need is open your eyes. You can start any business in Nigeria without 1 naira in your pocket. Whatever business you are into, you can double the volume without doing too much. And I can give you examples. Ask me questions on it. I will give you 1 million examples of how you can start business without 1 naira in your pocket. I keep saying this. What we need to do in Nigeria today is reorientate our people. Yeah. Our people are very industrious. They know what it takes. They know what to do. Put an illiterate in China who does not speak the language, who does not know anything. Drop the illiterate in China. Bad environment, climatic condition not conducive, they succeed.
Yes, they do.
If you look at our Nigeria today, go around all the countries that Nigerians are represented. The ones that did not go to school, they succeed. Why are they not succeeding in Nigeria? We need to change our reorientation. We need to change the ease of doing business. We need to start putting cultures in place that will make it impossible for people to start dreaming big. Why should we be paying rent, 1 year rent, when you can actually collect monthly? The salary is paid monthly. You want a young man to pay a year's rent. So he's looking for a house to rent. The rent for 1 year is 250,000 naira. His salary is 18,000 to 30,000 naira. How do you want that individual to succeed? Marriage. To marry today, you spend 1 million naira to marry. For somebody that is earning 30,000 naira, whose father is a civil servant, how do you want the person to get married?
Okay, I want to comment so much, but his voice is swallowing me.
I will have something, but you go ahead. You go first.
I think me and you should just sit down, chill, and learn, because I think this is what we're going to do here. But basically, I think you keep calling 30%, 30%, 30%. You have to understand that
they're not up to 30% of the bad boys.
So you are saying that 70% of
a lot of them are frustrated. They are at home wanting to do something. They don't have anything to do. They are jobless. They are genuinely, they really want to do something, but they don't know how to go about it.
When we get to the solution part of this discussion,
yes,
there is a solution.
I think that's why I have my ground not here. It's time for us to start the solution.
Yes. Tell us what is the solution, Silas? What's the solution? Where do we start from?
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Practically back there where we used to live in Hong Kong. There is this guy. This guy is just 26 years old.
Yes.
This guy lives just a lower floor. We live at the 38th floor, he lives at the 37th floor. This guy, what he does is, he's the only staff he has. He's the only person, he doesn't have a single staff. All he has is his laptop and his internet. What does he do? He has a website. Let's take, for instance, you want to have a suit. Go to your website, design your suit, drag the collar, put the button. You can even write your name, use your ATM card, place the order, and immediately the order goes to his partners in China, one of the factories, and he keeps his commission.
Okay.
As we are speaking right now, this boy is worth over $270 million, sitting from one house.
Correct.
So this is the mindset.
Wow.
This is the mindset that we brought here to
One man
Nigeria.
army. He's the only person.
One man army, he doesn't need anything. All he needs is just the back end of his website and just touch buttons and everything. And that's it. He processes orders, more than 500, 1,000 orders in a day. Wow. He has all those China factories that are curiously wanting to sell their products. They say, hey, I'll send you a product. I will sell your products, but when I sell it, how much percent will you give me? 20%, 30%. Load them on his website and everything. So, still talking about the solution, we, in our company, we have partnered with over 700 factories in China. We have been there. If you go to our social media page, you'll see me there in different factories, checking different kind of things with Chinese people. What we did is we have an understanding with them. We created a very big server, stocked in products in it, so that if you come to us and said, I want to start a business like Konga and Jumia, we'll tell you that, look, you don't have to rent a store, you don't have to buy, have a budget for your stocks and everything. Come in here, there's a little fee attached to it. You get your website like Konga and Jumia, the same thing Konga and Jumia is doing, loaded. Let's say you want to sell shoes and bags. Then we'll now give you like 10,000 products, shoes and bags from different companies. Your own is to go to the admin of the website, add the profit margin. Maybe a pair of shoe comes for $50. You can add $20. Then we'll teach you on a 1-week training on how you can do digital marketing, how you can use marketing tools to cause traffic to your shopping site and everything. Then immediately somebody buys, the factory receive the order. Just like that guy I was telling you on the tailoring thing. But this one is based on products. So the factory receive it, package it with your own customer's address, ship it down to the location of your customer, wherever all over.
My dear, that's a sophisticated process. Let us bring it down to Nigeria. You are talking about going abroad, China. Let me explain something to you.
This company is here in Nigeria.
Let me explain the local interpretation of what you have just said now. To let more people understand it, because some people cannot even get access to what you are talking about easily. Every item you have that is being sold today can be sold on the internet without doing any computation and all that. These shoes that I'm wearing now, go to the person that bring the shoes into Abuja, take pictures of shoes in about 5 shops and know the amount that they sell those shoes. And take those pictures, instead of doing selfie and putting on Facebook and doing all those things, collect the price, negotiate the price to the barest minimum, and put the picture on the internet, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and put your phone number there. Your business has started already. You don't need a rented apartment. You don't need a shop. You don't need to stock the shop. You don't need to pay rent. You don't need to pay salaries. You don't need to buy generator or diesel. There are so many things you can start with that one. Every item can be done. Now let me tell you what is happening in the market today. People are still selling things in the market. Do you know that every item you have in the market can be sold in the supermarket? All you need to do is package and employ people to sell it. You don't need to do anything. With 10,000 naira capital, you can sell sugarcane. You can sell pomo. You can sell shaki. You can sell anything you have in the market. All you need to do is package it right. Get cellophane to wrap it very well, presentable. Employ 6 graduates that like employment. Promise to pay them 50,000 naira a month. Give each of them the quantity you need to sell. Put 2 of them in charge of supermarket in Gwarimpa, 2 in supermarket in Metama, 2 in supermarket in Asokoro. They will sell the quantity that will give you 1 million naira a month. You want me to practicalize it for you? Money flows in the streets of Nigeria. Nigerians are not picking it. And the people that should reorientate our people, they are not reorientating our people well. We have a school education that is tilted towards the way colonial masters trained us.
Yeah.
Where they trained us to be interpreters, teachers, and civil servants. To actually fill offices. Today, they are graduates, they come out, they cannot implement their education out there. Do you know, those who read history, philosophy, where are they working today? Do you know that our education system is not applied outside?
Yeah.
Changing the way you package sugarcane, employ people to sell it, gives you 1.8 million naira a month. What are the graduates doing?
We need to take a quick break. We're talking about the get-rich-quick syndrome here in the conversation room. I'm sure you're here and you're wondering, wow, this is so much information. So we'll be right back. Get your notebook because there's so many things, including the solution Silas was talking about when we get back. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Nature also gives you the economic importance of the trees. We are talking of job and wealth creation.
When there's a child out there that's not getting the same that your own child is getting, the difference will tell, and there will come a time in the society where that child is going to take his pound of flesh.
Where you can actually, everything from watching a program with the child, you can start up the conversation from something on the TV and say, oh, you know.
For me, it's like, hurry up with this business. And the other one said, Auntie, it's not about me, it's about the guys, they're not ready to marry.
Yes. If she wants to ask something, no, I know my mother very well. In fact, the most interesting one is when I put up pictures on WhatsApp, you know, Snapchat filters and all that, she will call me, remove that picture. There was a day I got tired of all that and I
Yes, talking about the solution, there is a little survey we just carried out that the government and also the NGOs and the private sectors, they've been conducting various kind of skill acquisition programs. Okay. Learn how to make soap, learn how to make beads, learn how to make this and that. But in the end, the aim is to make them self-employed. Yes. But they go for this training, they come back and still they are still the same way.
Mr. Francis, I think you are tailored more to the people that are physical on the street trying to make physical money.
I teach people how to start any form of business without 1 naira in their pocket. I have over 1 million ideas that I can incubate into creating wealth without starting with 1 naira. I also have the strategy to also teach people how they can double the volume of business they are into. Now, but I want to address the things that we have to address as a society to curb this issue of get rich quick.
Yes.
It starts with the home. Parents, please start with the foundation and create new values like we used to have of old. Look at your children. If you don't contain them well, they will be 40 in your house and never get married. If you don't contain them well and start looking at their values and the things that you celebrate, what you celebrate is what people want to repeat. So celebrate well so people will emulate things that will make them better. Society, the traditional rulers, the local government chairman, please create the enabling environment to celebrate people that are real, not fake, not 419 people. Don't give tutelary title to people you know don't have means. You cannot vouch for what they do for a living. Yeah. Now, government needs to come up with a lot of things. Create the enabling environment to make it easy for people to actually start business. Our school education system needs to be retweaked. We are over-sophisticated, over-educated. the education is not translating into what happens in society. There's a difference between what people learn and what happens in society.
Yeah.
These colonial masters who brought education to us, they teach people how to be interpreters, civil servants, and teachers. The style of teaching today is different. If we don't correct it, artisans will start employing our graduates to work. We need to tweak our system. Every education system, every program, please inculcate in every program entrepreneurship. A lawyer, a doctor, an engineer will come to society to want to start a business. They will not be able to cope because what they learned is medicine, law. That is why it is easy for me to employ a lawyer and give him work to do and pay the lawyer 100,000 naira a month, and I'll make 1.9 million naira because I just told him, please do agreements in this office. And I go out and announce to 10 churches, please, anybody that wants to do any type of agreement, I charge only 20,000 naira. My office will be awash with people. Only 5 agreements will pay the lawyer, and I'm making money. The other thing that I want to talk about is reorientation, reorientation, reorientation. Government is spending money with empowerment wrongly.
Okay.
It is not education that we need.
Okay.
It is not the artisans and teaching people how to make soap, and we know those things. There are things you can learn easily from so many ways.
Yes.
What we need to work on is the mindset of the individuals.
Yeah.
The mindset that make them get scared that, oh, I don't have enough education, so I can't do anything.
Yes.
The mindset that makes them feel that you need money to start a business. The mindset that makes them feel that you need connection to succeed. The mindset that makes them feel that they need employment to be able to live. We need to reorientate our people, and we have the means to do it. We can do it through schools. We can do it through all these agencies that we are setting up. We are doing Empower today. How many people is Empower reaching?
Yeah.
Empower cannot reach up to 100,000 people. But if they come up with a program, orientation program that will take all over Nigeria, we can reorientate our people to make them feel that they can start a business without one naira in their pocket. We have a lot of NGOs who take money. They bring money to solve problems in Nigeria, but repatriate the money because they can't work with government. Because government bureaucracy kills the process of making it happen. The individual that they want to approach, the private sector they want to approach, a lot of them are 419. So when they call for application, the 419 application will be 70% of the application. So they are confused. Government should identify people like us and collaborate with us and come together to create credibility where we can actually take reorientation to every state in Nigeria. State government, identify people that can do reorientation in your state. We can reduce unemployment by over 20 to 30%. Government should come with a policy. Don't let anybody ask for 1 year rent. Why will people be paying 1 year rent when you pay them salary monthly? A distortion that makes it impossible for people to start life.
Yes.
Because they cannot rent house that they can actually live in decently. They cannot get married. All those traditional values where you have to look for 1 million naira to marry. Those traditional people, please start changing those policies because life has changed. We cannot cage our children. In those days, when you go to churches, marriages take place every Saturday. The churches were not as big as this. Today, a church has 7,000 congregation. If we equate it to what is happening, over 100 people will be getting married every Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. Go around the churches now. There is no marriage taking place because of the type of values that we keep. Parents, traditional rulers, government, everybody is at fault in this thing. INEC, please make the election process very stern. Don't allow a fraudulent person or somebody that does not have any value to give come to rule us in Nigeria. The electorate, don't vote for anybody you know does not have value. Take their money, eat it, but vote right. So we can change our leaders. Because the problem we have with this get-rich-quick syndrome is because of our orientation. The change in values. The type of leaders that were evolved became leaders who don't do anything. Yeah. So everybody wants to get something without doing anything. Yeah. Nigeria, money flows in the streets of Nigeria. Nigerians are not picking it. If you want to know how to start any business, follow me on my Facebook handle, FMG Platform. Go to my website, fmgnigeria.com. Call me, Francis Okumagba. I will come with the idea. I will show you how you can start that business without 1 naira in your pocket. Corruption will end if the regulatory agencies open their eyes in every local government. We know the good, the bad, and the ugly people. Stain the ugly people. Strangulate the people that are corrupt. When people start saying it, all this get-rich syndrome will change gradually. Buhari has done very well in his body language. The body language has started reducing the flamboyant way of running government, which is a plus for him. But he has to do something. He needs to reorientate and create the enabling environment. Orientation is what we need in Nigeria now. We need to change the way we think, our values, our taste. If you go abroad, a young man has a trainer, two t-shirts, one suit, and they come out. If you go to their churches, they are not as flamboyant as we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigerians are more flamboyant than the people who make the clothes that we buy. So we need to change our taste. They go to a party, they want to drink champagne like water. Meanwhile, the people who produce the champagne, they drink it with a glass. We drink with bottles.
One at a time.
We need
one at a time.
we need to change our orientation. You are your neighbor. You are your neighbor's keeper. If you see anybody that's not living right around you, shout about it to the regulatory authorities so that you arrest the person. If not, you'll be kidnapped tomorrow by one of those people because they know you, they know your movement. They'll go and tell somebody in the world where they are that this man is a rich man who has money and they will kidnap you. So if you don't report the person, you will be kidnapped at the end of the day by that person in your family that you are living with.
So, Mr. Francis, okay, sorry.
You go first.
You know, I've been listening to you, and I feel like I feel like you've said the same thing over and over and over again. You've said family, you've said government, you've said this, but he gave us two typical examples.
You want me to give you examples?
Yes, I really want, because so many people are viewing right now.
Yes.
And I know there's some people who are just watching like, okay, tell us something. Go to my house, hit me, tell me something.
Challenge me with a business that you want to start and money is the problem. I will tell you how you can start. But before I go there, I will tell you 3 examples of how you can start business without one naira in your pocket.
Okay.
Employ somebody and give him work to do.
Okay.
Get a house girl.
Okay.
It is 10,000 naira salary for a house girl. Get the one that knows how to do braids very well. Put her in your sitting room and announce to people in your area that you do hair for children and it's 2,000 per hairdo. How many hairdo will that person do in 30 days? Only 5 hairdo will pay the salary of that house girl. You can get a doctor from the US who does surgery with laser equipment without cutting the women. Invite the person to come on vacation for 1 month in Nigeria. Put him in one hotel, in one small hospital in Abuja, and go to 5 major churches and the national mosque and announce that any woman that has fibroid, you have a specialist from America that will do the operation. They will not cut them. The fee is only 100,000 naira. You have too many people to attend to. You will make over $100,000 and you pay the doctor 10,000. What I've just told you is employ somebody and give him work to do. You will make money. A lawyer. If I put a notice out there that I want to employ a lawyer today and I'm willing to pay 100,000 naira a month, many of them will come. If I pick the best and put him in an office and I tell him, write agreements is what you'll be doing in this office. And I go and announce to 5 churches and the national mosque that anybody that has any type of agreement to do, I charge only 20,000 naira. I need only 5 agreements to pay the lawyer the salary. The remaining 95 of them that will come in a month will come to me. That's 1.something million naira. Now let me tell you how you can change packaging to make money. Get a woman that knows how to cook very well. Give her 20,000 naira to cook over there in a drum. Divide it into containers of soup. Because many women don't cook. Many young people don't cook. We have a lot of bachelors. We have a lot of retired people, a lot of widows and widowers. Civilization has come where you can actually sell food in containers where people can take the food and put in their freezer and eat gradually. All you need to make 1 million naira selling a pot of soup is give 20,000 naira to somebody who knows how to cook. Divide the soup into 50 containers. Employ 6 graduates. Promise to pay them 50,000 naira a month. Give each of those graduates only 8 packs to sell a day. Put 2 in Gwarimpa to sell in Gwarimpa. Put 2 in Metama. Put 2 in Asokoro. They will sell the 50 containers of food for 2,000 naira each. You will make 100,000 naira a day selling a pot of soup. Take out the 20,000 naira, the capital of that business. You will make 80,000 naira a day. Remove Saturday and Sunday. There are 20 days in a month. 20 times 80,000 naira is 1.6 million naira a month. The salary of the 6 graduates is 300,000 naira. You will make 1.3 million naira a month selling a pot of soup. Call that name of that business. You can start a shop without 1 naira in your pocket. You can start a school without 1 naira in your pocket. I challenge anybody who wants to learn how to do business.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is NTH. Should we give him an accolade? He deserves an accolade.
There's one major problem.
Yes.
Believe me, I'm a researcher.
Challenge me with any business idea.
No,
let him land.
Okay.
Mr. Francis,
apart from being a software engineer,
yes.
I design business blueprints.
Okay.
Just the same way before you start building a house, you have to do your architectural so that you know the doors and everything. And if there will be a flaw in your business, the flaw will come from your design.
Yes.
Okay.
So now you just created business models in summary, but there's one thing left.
Challenge me.
Awareness.
Yes.
NCC, in one of her statements, declared that there are over 80 million Nigerians on the internet. Technology drives everything.
Correct.
Okay, now you have all these things. You still come back to, the struggle of getting awareness. No matter how business is beautiful, it's only beautiful to you until it is being known out there.
Okay.
That is why technology came to stay. That is why we have the internet. The very #1 first place to get customers for any kind of business is the internet. You mentioned Gwarimpa, you mentioned all those things. These are physical locations that need to be known for patronage. So without getting known, then now the person spends his time, put all these things together. Then how do you get yourself? How do you cause traffic?
You are not getting me. I am talking to the ordinary man that is there. That man in my village who does not use the internet. I don't want to talk. The people that are using internet, they are very few. If you look at the statistics of people that are using the internet today.
There was no ATM before.
Let me explain.
There was no phone before.
Let me explain.
But now everyone else
Revolution
has,
took the time that phone and ATM
I agree.
So
my
it's
brother,
to challenge them to come on board on the technology.
I started by
not
telling
to keep
you,
them back in the village.
You see,
you're keeping them in the village, they will remain there, they will never come.
Something?
One day they can't come out of their
When
house.
I come here to talk, I'm talking to the ordinary man where we have the largest number of people that are not doing anything.
Okay.
The internet is the business language. Let me learn. The internet is the business language of the world today. Education was yesterday. If you don't have education, you can't do too well. But today, internet is, that's why China is doing better than us. Because Chinese people today, anybody that goes to school must go to the internet. There's a course of internet that you have to go through. Internet is the business. This shoe that I'm wearing now, you can sell it on the internet without 1 naira in your pocket. Just take picture of those shoes and display it on Facebook instead of your selfie. You will make 1 million naira selling it because let me explain something about somebody who rents a shop. Today, the engineers are looking at how can I get 1 million naira to start a business. They will look at how they can rent a shop. They will stock the shop. They will buy generator. They will pay people for employees and all that. When they start that shop, the overhead of running that shop will take all the profit. That same shop that man is opening, look at what I will do. I will go there and take pictures of some items in the shop and ask her for the price, negotiate the price very well, and take the picture and put it on the internet, and put my price and put my phone number. Over 1,000 people will see that thing that I'm selling. Yeah. How many people will go to that shop at the end of the day? Nigerians are still looking at how they can get money to open a shop. Internet has created an environment where you don't need 1 naira to start a business.
I agree.
And you can start that business and multiply. I'm not saying internet is not bad.
I agree
but I
with
am talking about variety of things. Any item you have that you can sell can be sold on the internet, and you make over 1 million naira. The principles is what I teach. You can start a school without 1 naira in your pocket. You can open a shop without 1 naira in your pocket. Do you know that there are a lot of shops that are empty in Wuse, that Wuse area today? You know a lot of shops are empty there?
Yes, I know that.
All you need to do is collect items and go to some. I told somebody, I like using practical example. Do you know that somebody does bead in Wuse market?
Yes.
I asked her how much he came to my class. I said, how much do you make a month from this bead that you are doing after overhead? He said about 100,000 naira. I said, let me show you how you can make 1 million naira a month selling this same bead. And I brought out my rosary. I said, do you know we see import rosary from Rome? Go and close that shop and get coral color, pearl, tiger stone, and do coral. And do a rosary. Do 1,000 copies of those rosaries. Go to only 5 Catholic churches. drop it in the where they sell bulletin and tell people selling the bulletin that they should sell and give you, they should take 20% and give you the balance. Today, that lady is making 1 million naira selling selling rosaries. Same thing with a cake designer. I said I teach people how to double their business. A cake designer came to me and said, look, I do cake. I'm very good, but I'm not selling. Because he knows how to do cake, but he doesn't know how to sell. He doesn't have the market. And I told her, do you know what you do? Go and look for 5 Catholics or 6 Catholic churches. Ask for the catechist. Anytime they want to do marriage, they go to the catechist to register the marriage. I said, go to the catechist and tell the, and they do pre-marriage programs.
Yes.
I said, tell the catechist in these 6 churches that anytime anybody comes to ask for wedding, to do wedding registration, tell them I can do the cake. Whatever they pay me, I'll give you 20%. He went round and spoke to only 6 catechists. Today, she's overwhelmed. She can't even meet the others. She makes over ₦1 million today selling cakes. Okay. I dare Nigerians. I dare people, government, schools, local government chairmen, donor agencies, development agencies, let's partner to reorientate our people. Money flows in the streets of Nigeria. You don't need ₦1 to start most businesses. And if you are in business and you are struggling, come. I will show you how you can double that volume of business that you are into. Nigeria is so blessed. We have everything.
Yes, we do.
What we have is leaders that disorientated us.
Yeah.
And now we are not thinking right anymore.
Yeah.
We are letting fears and challenges blindfold us from seeing the things that create wealth. Money flows in the streets of Nigeria.
Mr. Francis, thank you. And on that note, we've come to the end of the whole Get Rich Quick scheme topic today in the conversation room. Thank you, Silas, for coming in. Mr. Francis, it's always, you take our breath away literally every time we see you. And no bong.
I am speechless.
Well, so like he said, it's all about reorientation, you know, changing the mindset of the young ones and even those of us that are here. It's not about all the pictures and all the glamorous things that you see. It's about making money legitimately in the country. My name is Nike, signing out on behalf of the rest of the team here in the conversation room. Thank you so much for joining us. We'd love to hear from you. Our social media handles are available on the screen. Thank you and goodbye.